Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Ben Sams, and here's what's happening in and around Bronco Nation. This past week during homeroom, we had a PBIS assembly where the top Bronco Stomp Gators competed in a game of bowling. We interviewed Oscar Glurup to learn more about what Christmas is like in Denmark.
We have Oscar Glurup here, and Oscar, what are some of your Christmas traditions?
So we make a rice pudding, and then we put in cut up almonds, and we leave one uncut almonds, and it's about eating as much rice pudding till you find the uncut almond, and then you win a gift. And that's called Tres Salamande. Then we also dance around the Christmas tree. Just songs, Christmas songs, and just dance around that tree. Lastly, Santa Claus is Danish because he lives in Greenland, and Greenland is owned by Denmark.
Thank you, Oscar.
The 6th graders made gingerbread real estate houses and wrote listings for them in Mrs. Boyum's ELA class. Here's an interview with some of the 6th graders.
So, tell me about the gingerbread house project.
So we had to build a house that was made out of shoe boxes to,
Okay, how did you get your inspiration for your house?
I got my inspiration from my house last weekend we went at my grandma's house. We made gingerbread houses. That's where I got my inspiration.
Okay, and tell me about your real estate writing description.
We had to be very descriptive and use strong, vocab words to describe how our house looked.
Miss Endress's 7th grade FCS class made pillows during their sewing unit. Wait a minute, those aren't pillows. Great job, 7th graders. Mrs. Dye's 6th grade math class was working on their MMR project. MMR stands for mean, median, mode, and range. Mrs. Osmeyer's sophomore English class wrote their own children's book on using poetry and had the opportunity to read them to the elementary students this week. Now here is Jonathan with the last weather report of the year.
Hey Bronco Nation, here's your last weather forecast of this semester. By the way, this is also your Christmas forecast since Christmas is later on this week. So as we get into the forecast, we got today 45, tomorrow 49, sticking around that 40s, mid 40s, upper 40s range until after this weekend. So definitely going to be a nice week this week, pretty consistent temperatures, but next week we'll dive down into 30s. As you see, Thursday 56, Friday, Christmas Eve 51, pretty warm for Christmas Day. 49 on Christmas Day. That's going to be pretty warm. Definitely not going to be a white Christmas here on this year on Christmas Day. Monday is 37 as we cool back down. Monday 37, Tuesday 39, and Wednesday 37. So you're going to dive back into your upper 30s and possibly lower 30s, but you're going to stick in the 50s range and upper to mid 40s throughout this week. And also, a quick fact here, since this year is not a white Christmas, and neither was last year, next year might be one, since it's about 25% chance around here to be a white Christmas, to snow about an inch on Christmas. Anyways, that's it. Now on to Christmas facts.
Ben Sams here with a few Christmas facts that might surprise you. Santa Claus did not always dress up in red clothes. Santa Claus initially wore clothes that were in green, purple, or blue. For many years, this was the common theme for the jolly old man at the North Pole. However, Coca-Cola decided to dress him up in colors that matched their brand, and that stuck. And this is why he is always in red clothes now. The biggest Christmas gift was the gift of friendship to the U.S. from the people of France. Christmas is also the time of exchanging gifts. People either save up through the year to buy gifts for their friends and family or make the gifts themselves. But do you know which is the largest Christmas present ever given? It is the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty was gifted by France to the USA as a Christmas gift in the year 1886. The hanging stockings tradition was actually an accident. Legend has it that a long time ago there was a poor man who couldn't afford to get his dowries for his $3. And one night after the daughters had hung their stockings up to dry, Santa had dropped a bag of gold down the chimney and it ended up in their stockings. That's where the gold ended up. In the 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, which originally introduced the world to Santa's reindeer, two of the flying creatures had slightly different names. According to Syracuse.com, Donner and Blitzen were instead Dunder and Bliksem, which is a Dutch way to refer to thunder and lightning. And next we have a special report about the Elf Society. Did you know that each year when Christmas comes around, there is a secret group of volunteers who are working hard to make Christmas special for those in need? This secret group is called the Elf Society. Families are nominated by teachers and staff at school to the head elf. Then Christmas lists are gathered for each of the families in need. Shoppers then hit the stores to fill those Christmas lists. The shoppers then wrap the presents and deliver them to school so that parents can pick up the gifts to be placed under their tree. The Elf Society's anonymous volunteers are working around the year to raise money through donations by working concession stands or writing grants. The Elf Society got its start in 2011 when the head elf noticed a student was having a hard time around the Christmas season. With a little digging, it was discovered that the student's family had a financial hardship and Christmas gifts were not likely. Since that first year, the giving has grown and now 21 families will receive Christmas gifts as well as boxes of food. Over the last 11 years, the elves have raised almost $90,000 to help these children. As of 2021, over 5,000 children have had a better Christmas and nearly 100 families have received food to help tide them over through the holidays. Thank you to the anonymous Elf Society members who continue to give to those in need.
Our family tradition, one of them is we have a crazy aunt who likes to bring a real coconut to Christmas Eve, and then she shares it with all the nieces and nephews.
Our Christmas tradition, one of them, is getting a toothbrush in our stocking every year.
Before I get to my Christmas tradition, I would just like to say there was a little controversy yesterday in the ping pong loss to Jake and Lance, and it may need to be replayed. But my Christmas tradition is we have prime rib every Christmas.
My wife likes to make us dress up in brand new pajamas and smile in front of the camera.
All right, on Christmas morning we like to light the fireplace, and then we read the Christmas story, and then we let the girls open their presents.
Okay, so a Christmas tradition my family had when we were younger is that all of us cousins and my siblings would go into a room and then we'd come out and Santa brought the presents.
Our family has a few different traditions for the holidays. One, we like to eat soups on Christmas Day, so I think our main tradition is we go to church on Christmas Eve, but then I always make homemade egg noodles for chicken noodle soup on Christmas Eve, but I like to turn on Die Hard, and then I make egg noodles and let them dry. Sorry about that. Let them dry, but I always watch Die Hard while I'm doing that Christmas Eve.
Okay, we have several Christmas traditions that we have as a family, but probably the most important thing for me is that we have time to just get together and see people we don't get to spend as much time with as we'd like to throughout the year.
Making homemade soup and watching the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard.
Spending time with my family.
One of my favorite Christmas traditions is we still make gingerbread houses, and I make my teenage kids do that, and they don't love it, but they do it anyway just to make their mom happy.
A Christmas tradition that I have with my family is going to church Christmas Eve and then coming back and having soups and appetizers with my family.
One of my family traditions is we go to church on Christmas Eve and then we go to eat at McDonald's because usually it's the only place open.
My favorite Christmas tradition is getting together with the family, with Jordan and Miles and Brevin, and making Christmas cookies and peanut butter balls and all that stuff, and then just digging in and stuffing our face full of it. That's probably one of my favorite Christmas traditions.
Well, my Christmas tradition is baking cookies with my mom and sister. We like to do the sugar cookies and peanut butter blossoms. Another Christmas tradition of ours is to go visit Santa Claus in our pajamas. And the kids really seem to enjoy.
Merry Christmas!
The first annual holiday homeroom door decorating competition trophy goes to Miss Bargain's homeroom. The best themed trophy, a new category made up just for them, goes to Miss Anstein's room. Congratulations on winning this first ever door decorating competition.
It's Mike here with the judges of the door decorating competition, and Miss Brackwright and Kara. And what is your guys' feedback of the door decorating competition?
First off, we want to say everyone did an amazing job decorating the doors. It felt very festive and fun throughout the hallways, so awesome job to everyone who participated.
It was winter and Christmas everywhere.
So for our first winner, for the theme winner, Miss Anstein's, we thought they did a great job. The theme was very clear. There was a lot of creativity. We didn't really see anything like that from any of the other doors. It all really flowed together. Didn't you think, Kara?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the functionality of the door, that it could open and close with a house on it, was amazing.
Yes.
Plus, I think they really knew how to use tape. It stayed
Lots of
on
tape.
all week long.
Yes.
Amazing.
Very amazing. So great job to Miss Anstein and her group for a great door. The overall winner was Mrs. Bargain. Lots of fun things happening. She had 2 doors, so that was really fun for us to judge. We appreciated the Christmas lights and all of the fun things on the first door. The second door was the snowman, which was very aesthetically pleasing. It was very nice to look at.
It was awesome.
A little hard to open the door, but we gave you that.
Snuck through it.
So it was super fun to see that door and all the creativity associated with that.
Good job, you guys.
Yes,
all
awesome
of you
job.
did awesome.
Merry Christmas.
That's it for this week. Thank you for watching Bronco News. And as always,
Merry Christmas.